Flashing lights warning. Radical 90s ahead. Hello, Z! Here's Rosie! How are y'all doing today? It is Blue Week, which means I'm gonna be streaming all this week. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, last year I had Purple Week, which was like a big stream week, and this year, I am gonna be doing Purple Week later on, but right now we're doing Blue Week, which is because it's less like a celebratory thing and more like, oh fuck, I gotta get my shit in order. But we're gonna be playing some new games. We're gonna be continuing some playthroughs that really need some more love, and just like special cool things. And what better way to start off a Blue Week than with a Blue Blur? We're gonna be playing Sonic 1 on the Game Gear. Actually, you know what? If it is Blue Week, I wonder if I can, hold on. Like a nice blue color. Can I do that? That's a little saturated. How about that? How does that look? But yeah, we're gonna be playing the Game Gear version, and some of you might be like, Rosie, shouldn't you play the Master System version where you have more screen real estate and all that? And I would agree with most games, but with this one, the Game Gear version is actually sort of, refined for Game Gear. Like, they didn't just put the same game on there because it's almost the same hardware. So, some concessions have been made, and that makes the game play really well. And also, I just like the sprite a lot better. You'll be seeing it in a moment, but I don't really like the sprite using a Master System, which you'll be seeing again in Sonic 2 anyway. But I do like this one. So let's go over here. Actually, this should work in this emulator, but I haven't tried it before. But if it doesn't work, I'll have a backup. Yeah, Sonic 2 is, maybe not so great. That's the story for another time, though. Hold on, I'm trying to get this color to look nice. It's a hard time finding the right balance between brightness and saturation. Originally, actually, my next Sonic game was going to be Advance 2. And I had that all lined up with, a hack that, makes special stages easier to get into, because fuck that shit. And then they had to go on and make a freaking decompilation of it, and I'm waiting for that to be finished, because it seems to be coming along well. As far as I understand, it's not finished, so... hold on. I really wish it would just remember this window is here. But... programmed by scum? We'll find out when the time comes. Even on the Game Gear, they had to do that. That's kind of low. Let me know if the volume's okay as usual. Map screen! Can't have that on Mega Drive. The processing was too blast. Here he is! Look at him, he's so cute, he's like a baby Sonic. So, I believe this was made by Ancient, which is, the Koshiro's company. It has music by Yuzo Koshiro. I believe the entire thing was made by his company, or, his family's company. But don't quote me on it. They're not credited, but, there's, tiles for their, say, Ancient on a title screen. They're loaded in. Whee! Don't go too fast now. See, they got these little signs here, especially, like, I don't think they're there on a Master System. It's here to let you know, like, hey, there's gonna be a hazard here. A pit or some spikes. If you get at least 50 rings, you go to a special stage. But you don't get Chaos Emeralds there. You get Chaos Emeralds in levels in this game. And instead the special stage is just to get lives, which might actually be useful. Because I have actually never beaten this game before. I usually, like, lose all of my lives and continues in Jungle Zone. So, tonight is gonna be my attempt to actually, like, finish this thing for the first time. It's very hard. People usually don't say that because they're like, yeah, but Sonic 2 exists, so... you really don't need to be like, oh, this game... But the boss in Jungle Zone always gets me. There's just something I don't understand about the way you're supposed to balance there. I don't get why you get, like, the Eggman bah-bah here, because it's not like you could go into a special stage again from a special stage, right? Can you? I don't know. I've never managed it. I never managed to get 50 rings again by the end. Does Sonic 2 existing make this game's difficulty not count? Kinda, yeah. I mean, that one is so freaking infamous. And, you know, I might be using some save states here just so that I can avoid a game over if I do run into that same problem in Jungle Zone or somewhere else. Sonic 2, if I do that one at some point, I am absolutely gonna use save states because... Why is the dithering flashing like that? That's weird. I think that might be an emulator thing. Because I don't remember it looking like that on the Game Gear, but... Then again, that has like a weird, smeary, old LCD screen. It's kind of a miracle that you can play Sonic well on that at all. Let's see, is this where the Chaos Emerald is? It's in one of these little, like, things. Whoa! Not this time, my friend. There it is. Very unsonic. Sounds a lot more Shining Force or something. But I like it. Yeah, this game, it kind of seems like, you know, it's partially based on, like, prototype Sonic 1 stuff, because it was made at the same time. Like, this, like, inside stuff. There's actually tiles for that in, like, the Sonic 1 prototype they found, I think. Whoa, this lag. Not used to that happening. And there's, like, unused Marble Zone music, so maybe at one point they were gonna make it more like 16-bit, and then they were just like, just do your own thing. Now, for all we know, like, you know, some of this stuff that's exclusive to 8-bit might have been at one point a concept for 16-bit Sonic 1. Who knows? Sonk, sonk. And Sonic 2, oof, I just generally, like, don't know what the fuck is up with that one. It doesn't, like... It's so clearly, like, kind of, like, hacked together, even more than, like, regular Sonic 2. Let's get that. Because, like, the story is that Tails is kidnapped, but then he's in all the, like, zone title cards. So clearly that wasn't the original plan. He was clearly supposed to be there, alongside Sonic. And also, I think, like, originally, like, Green Hills Zone, with an S, was supposed to be the first level, but then they changed it, I guess, just to be different or something? That didn't go as well as I wanted. I guess now we'll see. Nope, still Robotnik. Is there any way to not get Robotnik in a special stage? Because otherwise I just should have put Sonic there, you know? And then, you know, you end up with Underground Zone at the beginning, which is just the worst fucking first zone. And it introduces the last story, technically, because you need all the Chaos Emeralds to get the last stage and get the good ending. Alright, so, here's a bit of a beginner's trap, because, there's all these pits there that are not indicated, and there's no rings in boss levels, I'm pretty sure. At least not this one. Not that we need it, because, one of the Game Gear concessions here is that Eggman is gonna be too low to be out of reach, so he's never gonna get a chance to attack. The stonks are strong. Don't feel too bad. He's gonna be an asshole later, so... Okay, I think the second Chaos Emerald is in this act, because Act 2 is an auto-scroller, for some reason. And yes, this music was ripped off by Janet Jackson. We call that the reverse Kenji Yamamoto. Yeah, like, at one point in the level, you gotta, like, go, like, on one of these things and just kind of, like, go in a non-indicative direction to get the Chaos Emerald. But I never remember exactly where it is, so I keep having to, like, be like, is it over here? I'm always paranoid about which bridges are gonna fall. That's another thing I should really, like, memorize. I think any time that they have diagonal bits, they won't fall, but don't quote me on that. Woo! The lag, though. Is that normal? I feel like when... Much like with some NES games, like, I only feel the lag when I'm on emulator. And then I'm just like, is that an issue with the emulator, or... Or are my rose-colored glasses kind of powerful today? Sonic's too blast for his own game. Whee! This... I want to say it's around here, but... Isn't that scary? By the way, you don't want to lose your rings in this game because they couldn't handle the physics, I guess, for the... Yeah, you gotta go in from the other side, which is weird. Like, this is just kind of awkward, because you gotta, like, do that. Let's just pretend that didn't happen for a moment. I think you gotta, like, as it's falling, is what they want you to do. But yeah, like, if you lose your rings, just, like, one ring that you cannot pick up appears. I think... Later on, it's still one ring, but you can pick it up and you just get some amount back or something. But not in this game, so if you get hit, those rings are just gone, so you want to avoid that as much as possible. I'm not gonna... I don't want to abuse the rewind, it's just like, I didn't want to have to do that bit again, just because... I always forget exactly... It's weird, because, like, the first two zones in this game, I've played a lot since I was a kid. But somehow just with Bridge Zone, it's always just kind of like, oh yeah, there's this part where yeah, okay. And then I never know exactly how it is on the first try. And then Jungle Zone happens, and I usually just give up. But not today. Nice. Whoa! Okay, yeah, this is gonna be happening. Oh god, that was to continue. I want that. Just in the air, somehow. Give me rings! Give me your rings! So, what happens if time runs out, actually? I usually just get to the end in time. Like, do you, like, lose what you picked up? Or is it just like, yeah, level's over. You had your fun. Like, it reminds me of how in Donkey Kong Country, when you're, like, in those bonus stages where you pick all the stuff up, and then you really want to get, like, the multiplier. And then is there an exit in that? Or am I, like, conflating that with something else? Anyway, yeah, this is an auto-scroller. You know, what I kind of like about Bridge Zone is that it really just feel like, you know, you got through Green Hill Zone, and then this is like the next neighborhood, you know? The next neighborhood over. It's a little different. If only you could have multiple shields. That would actually be pretty good compensation for not being able to pick your rings up, but maybe that will make it too easy, I don't know. Imagine if the Chaos Emerald was on the auto-scroller. You would be fucked! I don't know if we're gonna get all the Chaos Emeralds. I don't know where they are after this. And also, it doesn't really change anything, I'm pretty sure. Whoa. Green Hill wasn't actually next to a lava-filled Greek Rune. Yeah, it was next to Labyrinth Zone, but they changed that because fuck Labyrinth Zone. Like, legitimately, those two zones were the other way around. Did I just get pranked? Well, that's just rude! Why even pretend like I can keep going there? I don't think that's ever happened to me. I guess I just usually end up on the higher path. Just by coincidence. Whoop. Is that why they're next to each other in the endgame soundtrack? I guess so. I've never really looked at Sonic 1 sound test, but that would line up. As for Sonic 2's sound test, I have no explanation for anything that was happening there. That was weird. Did I, like, roll cancel? Was I playing Marvel just now? So, am I gonna be able to get up there, or am I just boned down here? Like, I actually, straight up, do not remember this. I guess you just gotta, like, jump up here. And I guess, like, any other time, I've just done that without thinking about it, but then, you know, what the... I guess you can bounce off that life, but I'm not gonna try. The auto-scroll's just like, and it's over! It's like at the end of a roller coaster when you get back on, like, the conveyor thing, or whatever, you know, the belt. And you just suddenly feel that, like, you know, your acceleration just kind of disappears. Oh, right, this one's like this. It's really vertical. You just immediately miss out on a bunch of rings. So, maybe there's a way to go back? I don't remember. Whoa! 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 There was a life there. I like that. Was there another monitor, or was that just the screen just glitching out? Oh, hey, there's pinball here. Suck it, Casino Night! We got here first. Oh man, I wanted that continue though. I need that. I didn't even get it. Did I even get a single life there? Jungle Zone's Chaos Emerald is in whichever stage is side-scrolling, and you need to be invincible for Labyrinth Zone. I think I've heard that, like, the Labyrinth Zone one is different. In either Master System or Game Gear, one of them, you don't have to be invincible. Like, they fixed that issue. You just put a life here, which is always a good sign. I don't know if that respawns if I die, though. Okay, so this one is kind of annoying because you can't multi-bounce. You gotta hit him once, because if you try to hit him again, you get hurt. And then, this is just kind of annoying, because, what the fuck? No rings. And no life this time. So, we're just gonna have to do good here. Like, sometimes I clear this boss without trouble, and then other times I just cannot for the life of me deal with, like, the trajectory of that. Like, I just barely dodged it just now, so... This is where this game falls down. Because you just cannot have a second chance on bosses unless you have a shield from a previous level. Like, what was... Really, like... You can't just spare a couple rings here, like in any normal Sonic game. Yeah, these projectiles are something, alright. Even though I have a couple continues, I think if I do get a game over, I'm gonna, like, rewind. Because I don't think it'll be very fun to, like, just get stuck here for ages and lose everything I've worked for. That made sense. You really just gotta, like, be very gentle with that jump button. What the fuck? Was this an arcade? No! This was not an arcade game. But you're right, it does feel like that would be an arcade game, doesn't it? And if you could just freaking bounce on him repeatedly, this would not be an issue, but you fucking try that shit and you die. Gotta be so freaking precise with this. I guess if you get it down, it's not too bad, because it's not like he switches it up. But it is really particular for something that, you know, you can only take the one hit on. There we go. I had a game called Sega Sonic. Okay, so Sega Sonic was a 3-player trackball game in the arcade. You had Sonic, Ray, and Mighty. Who made their... Like, Mighty and Ray made their debut in that, I think. And you had to just, like, roll like crazy like the trackball to avoid all sorts of death traps. And I would like to get a trackball controller sometime this year. Like, the trackball and the paddle is what I want to get. And if I can get that working, then I will absolutely stream Sega Sonic. Because I'm pretty sure it's, like, properly emulated at this point. When I was a kid, it was not. You could only play the prototype version. The final version, like, could not be emulated for some reason, because arcade emulation's kind of wacky that way. Rosie wants to pow. Ah! But yeah, the whole, like, having to avoid Eggman so like, precisely, I feel like that would work better in Mega Man, because you have a big life bar, and, you know, you have, like, a lot of chances to learn, but if you don't learn it, it's still really challenging, because, you know, those hits will add up. But, you know, in a Sonic game, especially this one, where you cannot pick up lost rings and just don't freaking get any in boss levels to begin with, it's not ideal. I'm glad I picked up that life. These are the checkpoints, by the way. They don't have the boom. So in the Master System version, there's like the Contra bullshit where like things, you scroll the screen up and then stuff below the screen is death all of a sudden, and that doesn't happen here because, you know, small screen, so that wouldn't really make any sense. So I can dig it. I'm glad that happened over a non-lethal place. There we go. Chaos Emerald's right here. Damn, I missed when that message came out, so now I don't know where it is. Do we gotta go back for it? Is it like... There's nothing down there. Yeah, trackballs were really like an old school arcadey thing. So I think the cheapest way to get a trackball controller is getting like an Atari one with an adapter, which is what I'm planning to do. Because if you like get like the dedicated like arcade buildy stuff, it's like you're gonna have to shell out or like build your own thing, which is probably also still expensive ultimately. So just altogether not ideal because, you know, people don't make anything for trackballs anymore. I think there may have been like an Xbox 360 controller that had like a paddle and trackball thing just like on it. It looks really uncomfortable. But that was because they were doing their whole Xbox Live Arcade thing and trying to like... Below that log bridge? Well, how do I get there though? Do we have to like jump back from the falling log? Ride the log down, see what happens. I will give that a shot. I killed that guy when he was invisible. Oh, there's a platform there. Alright. It seems like it's really strategically put there to be like, alright, you're not gonna be able to make this jump properly otherwise. I think you're probably right, because, like, where else would it be, right? There we go. Thank you. But yeah, I quite like the Game Gear. I would like more games on it, because right now, all I have is Sonic and, like, the Ray Earth game that came with the Game Gear, because it was, like, a special edition. And you would think Sonic games would be the frickin' worst on it because of all the ghosting on old LCD screens, but it actually works pretty decently. Like, I haven't had issues with that. Game? Okay. That's scary. Leave me to sweat. Whoop. That part that's like bum, 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 always just reminds me of Dragon Ball GT. Going for those rings seems like a bit of a schmuck bait. This is a really weird place to end a level. Like, who puts a signpost on a log in the jungle? If you weren't planning to do SFCD, it's just Shining Force on Game Gear. I might get them anyway if they're not too expensive. Plus, Final Conflict is not part of CD, so I'll need to get that one. Although, you know, it's obviously going to be in Japanese, so... But I just really love... Oh, fuck, not this again. Spectrum! The colors are too bright for Spectrum. I guess I'll continue what I was saying after I reconnect, so it won't be awkward. And in the meantime, let's get some rings. And continue. Oh, jeez. That didn't feel entirely fair, but I'll resist the urge to rewind. That felt like the collision was just being like... This game feels vaguely bootleggy. I mean, I guess if you've never seen 8-bit Sonic, then it's pretty weird. Alright, we still seem to be dropping frames, so I don't think we've unspectrumed successfully just yet. Maybe we're stabilizing now? They're so tiny. Piranha bots are so tiny. So yeah, this stage is a pain on the Master System because of the whole you fall, you die. But yeah, as I was saying...
Manifesting good internet energy for Rosie with all the snow elf tomato magic I have left today.
Aw, thank you, Eve. I know you said you were made of sleep earlier, and I have absolutely been there. Very recently, in fact. I hope you will enjoy this Rosie time. Whoa! This Rosie time. Oh god, am I just boned now? Is that not coming back? Okay, there we go. This is, it's very Bubble Man over here, isn't it? I apologize for having this big up on screen. Obviously less of an issue on the Game Gear. So Sonic is more of an excuse than Mega Man in that regard. But I'm still convinced that the NES specifically was just, like, designed to figure out if kids are epileptic. Because you get way less of that shit on the Master System. And it was an episode of Pokemon that, like, was like the big, like, everyone's having seizures thing, so I think Nintendo just hated epileptics, and that was their attempt at terrorism. And then everyone was like, yo, what the fuck? And then they had to do a big apology, and anime was worse forever. Genkinyama. I really would like to play some of those old DBZ games on stream. Oh my god, the frame rate just, like, increased when I got away from the waterfall. It was like, whoa, this is so smooth. But, yeah, I was saying something about... And there we go again. Just as I was about to continue my thoughts on Game Gear games. You know, it's actually been a little while since we've been Spectrum, so I guess I should just appreciate that time, but... we really gotta see if we can get that shit fixed. Spectrum, you are a penis. I do not like you, you ruin my fun. You is very rude. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Do not mess with my Rosie powers. So I guess maybe if you play your cards just right, you could bounce way back up, but... Seems like everything's just getting in my way over here. No, I don't think you can make it up there, actually. But, maybe I can use this bouncy platform to... Okay, never mind. Not required. And now we'll find out what happens when the time's over. It just stops. Oh yeah, your rings are just gone. No bonus for me. Is this an effort from Nintendo to keep you from singing Game Gear's praises? I think they might have been more annoyed by that comment I made about them being terrorists, but... Is there anything up here? Oh, that's where you're supposed to go. In that case, is there anything over here? You know, if there's any extra lives I can get, they would be much appreciated on this shit. This is a big, long spectruming we're having right now. Fuck. You can literally just die right there. Okay, if this keeps up, I'm gonna BRB, but... Really necessary to make me do all that? Alright, so this boss, you can at least hit him quickly, but this fucking ball is gonna absolutely screw me. Because that shit will happen. Alright, I'll give this a couple tries, and then if the spectrum still hasn't cleared up, then, fuck. And if I do win, I'll still BRB because I don't want to start a new zone in Spectrum mode. You bounce right down on it, like... I've heard other people say that they think all the bosses in this game are easy, but this one just always ends my runs. Like, it's just over. And even when you're like trying double KO. Even when you're trying not to like hit him while the ball is there, you might just end up bouncing off him anyway because he's so close. Maybe that one's easier on Master System, actually. Maybe that's what people are talking about when they say this is easy. Guess you really gotta do that, like, short hop. You gotta go full-on SNK up in here. And the ball just sticks around the whole time. Are we coming back? It seems like we're coming back, just in time. Are we good? Whoa, I've never seen this before! I've never gone this far! I didn't know you go up. So even though this is a Labyrinth Zone, the music is original and I quite like it. Let's see if Labyrinth Zone is as much of a pain in this! Oh god, the lag. Holy moly. I guess Americans really could get the PAL experience after all. It was just on Game Gear. This music just makes me feel like I'm gonna, like, fight some gangsters in New York. Where to bubble? 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 Okay. Man, that sure takes a long time. You know, this one could have been a little less faithful to the Genesis version, I think. Would not have minded. Uh-oh. I hope there is freedom from water up there. There is not. That's spikes. Thanks for that. I need bubble. Please. Please give bubble to me. There we go. Holy moly, this is laggy. This is really not necessary. I'm just gonna park myself on every single bubble spawner. Oh, hey, I think these, yeah, thanks for that. I think these background tiles here are also like proto 16-bit Sonic 1, because originally the water was going to be tile-based in that, and then Yuji Naka found out that like by interrupting the drawing of the screen and changing the palette midway, you could make the water effect they have. Oh god. Whew. God. Now we're spectruming once again, I see. Starting off Blue Week with me being blue because Spectrum is poo. Oh god, not again. Whoa, I'm so fast. Why am I so fast now? Oh god. What did that do? I hope the Chaos Emerald wasn't on that act, because it's too late now. Did we loop around to the first one again? This looks like the first one. Although I don't think the platforms are in the first one, so I don't know. You know, if OBS had like a way to like go to a lower bitrate on the fly or something, I could probably use that to like try and counteract Spectrum when it happens. Like it would look shittier, but you'd be able to watch it still. I don't know. Come on, get that continue, yes! Woo! Spectrum sucks! Alrighty. Man, that looks really cool, that map screen. Oh god. Bit of a trap there, isn't it? Ah, there was a thing there. You want your streams to look like Ebon's old PC? I mean, maybe that would be the devil you know, and that doesn't look correct, does it? Yeah, okay, cool. Sonic! You're too slow to escape! What do I gotta do, bait him? God damn it, that's bullshit. I don't accept that at all. Okay, yeah, that is gonna be useful. I'm gonna need that. Whoa! Good lord. Why does water make you so slow? Alright, managed to clear that. And it's just rings. Got him. Whee! Holy footballs. Please give me bubble. I need a bubble now. I don't like dying. Please give me bubble now! Bubble! God! That takes forever! It really is just like, hey, you want rings, right? And I guess in this game that is maybe actually more important than it is in regular Sonic 1, so sure. But in Labyrinth Zone, you really want to just wait 5 years for that to change? That's what you want to do with your fucking life? Cool. No, this is fine. What the fuck? I'm getting comboed. No! Holy shit, now it's scary. I got freaking juggled by Labyrinth Zone. I knew you was gonna put the spikes there, so I was like, nah, fam. And you can just go ahead and go away. Go. Oh, I thought there was gonna be a platform. For some reason, I thought that was one of those rising platforms. I just was not paying attention to the color, I guess. And are we gonna be boned? How are you shooting fire underwater? You know, that happens in 16-bit too, but that doesn't make it okay. Huh. Okay. Guess I didn't need to be invincible in this version. It's just fucking sitting there. Which makes me think that they were like, alright, we know that that's bullshit, but we really don't have time to come up with a different, like, secret location. Just fucking give it to you. It's Labyrinth Zone. The rings on, looking at the rings on their sides while stream buffers makes me realize the rings look like 2 rings side to side. What? What do you mean? Getting the diagram on that one. Please don't make me fight a boss underwater. Oh god. You can die from hitting the spikes in the side?! No! That is horseshit! That does not count! Like, even fucking remotely, no! It works for Star Wars NES. Is that really the measure you want to use to judge game quality? Oh my god, I'm gonna fight him underwater. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? Okay. You know what? I thought that was a platform, but I guess that's on me. You know, I do wonder what's over here. It's just that I'm absolutely gonna die trying to figure it out. Because, you know, that will happen. You have infinite air during the fight. I mean, I guess I'm not gonna complain, but what sense does that make? Okay. That's how this is gonna go, I see. I wonder if there's like a shield or a life to the left, but like, there is no fucking way I'm gonna spend lives trying to figure that one out, because how the... Sonic, I pressed jump! Make me fucking press the jump button and lightly, and then he's like, nope. We purposely trained her wrong, as a joke. I swear to God, Eggman's fucking absolute unitness is like the worst hazard in his game. We're talking about a bipedal blue hedgehog that runs super fast since never entered the building. You gotta have internal logic though. If Sonic can drown in water, then he can drown in water. Not like he can drown in water when he feels like it. Because then it's like, alright, either I'm gonna be all tense for no reason because I don't expect to have infinite air. You may be the first person in history to call him an absolute unit. Am I wrong, though? You have so little control. You have so little control underwater. I'm just gonna end up ramming these buttons throughout this whole thing to make sure Sonic actually fucking responds. You know, right after 2 boss fights that are like, no, tap that button lightly or die. Down here again. Sonic! Maybe I should just ignore when he's in the middle. Can you bait it by jumping straight up and down? I am not going to trust that I'm going to be able to fall out of its range. So, yeah. What the shit? Labyrinth zone. So, why is that suddenly harder, right? Like, I want to figure this out now. That's why I'm using the rewind. It's really specific, but I guess it really would just be safer, like, ignoring that part. Two, three. Oh, that's just gonna go the other way for some reason. I'll take it. And do that. There we go. It's actually quite easy at that point, but like... Man, is that not fun to figure out? Okay, so my Rosie tip there is like, do not try to hit him at the beginning. It's better that way. Crap rain! No starlight here. Which works for me, I don't really like starlight, so... I'm not sure how I feel about this music. Press jump, you motherfucker. I press jump. I swear to God. Life is going away. Ain't that how it goes? The life is going away and I get zapped by a fucking ball. Just starts turning into Ryu's theme. Beep 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 boo. Oh, I really thought there was gonna be a pit there. I was getting scared. What? Oh. That's probably pretty cool if you've got it memorized. Oh, that was all, huh? Well, darn. No special stage for us. Oh, fuck, we're disconnected again. God damn it. Not those, the internet is being mean to me. So that first act was pretty easy, and now I'm just kind of like... Either this act is going to be way harder, or actually this zone isn't going to be too hard because there's another one after this in this version, which is weird. Whoa! Okay, there we go. I found the difficulty. Ah, shit. We're doing this again. Oh! I guess maybe you have to go in there the other way, or maybe there was a switch somewhere. I don't know. I also have no idea where the Chaos Emerald is here, so... Dang it! Timed it wrong. Okay, so I don't have to be too... hard on that. I can wait a moment. Now I know that. Whoa! It's the pig ball, guys. Why is that there? To annoy speedrunners in the future? Wait, what the... Hey? What the fuck? What do I do here? How am I gonna do... How's that gonna work? We just have to be super fast? What is this puzzle gameplay? Alright, well I can't really build momentum as such. Damn it! Get on the fucking spring, Sonic! Anyone got a tip for this? Cause I don't know. Thanks, Spectrum. Very cool. There's no way to, like, do this, so... What in the hell? It goes so fast. You don't have time to get off of there, so... What do we do? If only I could just get up there. I wonder if maybe... Nope, that doesn't work. D-Bomb, do you know? Well, I think there was like another route, so maybe I gotta take that. Can't go through there. Oh, okay. You just go over here then. Is this a teleporter? It is. Oh, hey, cool. I found that because I couldn't proceed through the level normally. That? No. No. That is rude. You get the hell out of here with that shit. I can't see that. Game Gear version didn't account for that one. If it hadn't been for this stupid fucking crap, I would have been like, alright, I'll take the L, but like... What the hell do I do? I'm gonna have to look it up. Especially because I can't fucking stream properly. Thank you very much, Spectrum Internet. You're just the best. Just absolutely love it. Alright, is any of this going to be helpful to me? I'd love to have the answer. Oh, cool! I can't even chat. Okay, this has to go back, which is weird. What's also weird is that these pallet cyclings continue when you're paused. Okay, so I guess the switch needs to be in this position, and then you go back, is what that guide's saying. I don't know how far back it wants me to go, though. How is it always just slightly longer than I think? I don't know if I'm supposed to go here or not. Like I was saying that you could just like run to the exit, so I don't know if that's over here or if I gotta go even further back or... Well, it's not over there. Let's try this path then. Is this good? Is this correct? It's a weird setup for us. Fuck you. Fuck that. Fuck that! No, I don't accept any of that shit. Oh my god. Oh, is this gonna be find the right teleporter? Jesus Christ, did I go backwards? I can't even tell anymore. Going through Scrap Brain Zone is definitely a way to... I already got the Chaos Emerald, so... But yeah, going through it is definitely a way to put it. Oh, there it is. Okay. That was... That ended up being less painful than I thought, but that bit with, like, the doors was like a super stupid red herring. Because why the fuck would I think, oh, you know, this makes the one door go, like, open and the other one shut. Why would I think, like, oh, now go back. Do something completely unrelated. Holy shit, rings? Is this a real act then, or... we're doing more of this, I see. Well, so far it's at least pretty straightforward. Wonder how I get that. Ah, now we start branching. I don't really know what the point of that was, but... Maybe, like, you open this somewhere and then you use that loop back? Oh. I've been bamboozled. I thought I was, like, online for more of like, Scrap Brain Zone, but I don't know. There was some pretty fun stuff happening, so I'm sad if none of you got to see that. Okay, do we go this way, or the other way, or... Alright, just peaced out for a bit. Ah, damn it! I got tricked again! Oh, hey, I didn't get tricked. Oh, you were BRBing. I was actually straight up just like, D-Bomb, do you know what to do? Because I got stuck. And then it was like, why is no one answering me? Yeah, we really need to get that Spectrum shit sorted.
Oh no!
Oh hey, Eggman. I see you were once again faster than Sonic. Still don't know how that works. We're just going up the elevator? There was a signpost up there! You can't prove me wrong. I guess I'm not gonna complain about not having a boss, but that was kind of unexpected. Now, though, we have the real final zone of the game. Not final zone, the final zone of this game. Ooh, it's so dark, even the rings are dark. That's... Oh god. Flashing lights warning. Radical 90s ahead. Oh wait, is this where that shit from Flying Battery and Sonic Mania came from? I hate it. Oh, fuck. Get it? Get it! We're safe. We're safe, actually, though. Yeah, I always love in Sonic games when they're like, hey, what if you went slow? That's just super cool. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god! Oh, none of this is good, Vector. Oh, the bombs are here, I guess. Oh. Didn't realize it was gonna spread that far. Oh, you almost got me there. What is this? Does this kill me? No, it's just background. Why the flashing? Why? I get that it's supposed to be like lightning, but like, can you fucking not? If any of you want to just look away for like this whole thing, that's cool with me. That was kind of cool though, the lightning ended up punctuating my victory. I have a feeling I'm not gonna get that last Chaos Emerald because holy shit. It was probably in that act. Like there was a whole lot going on. I assume it was there. Different act music. That's wild. Oh god. Oh god, the lag! It's here in this act? Alright. Go right from the start? Like jump off below that? Or what am I supposed to do? Like if I can get it, I want it, but... There's just no ring counter here, that's ominous. Should be a platform over this way? Oh, what? You really gotta, like, run up to that, I guess. And hope I don't overshoot it. How the world do I get that? I can't seem to get that far. Unless I gotta, like, fully Dracula X myself there. Oh, what? There's a platform over here. Okay. Nah, you're good. Fuck knows I can't remember stuff half the time. Okay, this makes a little more sense, though. Okay, we got an extra life. And then what? Is there some way to go down here, or...? Oh god. Oh, there's more there. This is silly. I'm gonna rewind the fuck out of this. I call this is fucking silly claws. How the hell do I get that? Am I just boned if he starts shooting in that direction? How in the shit? Oh my god! Okay, that's kind of fun though. Where are we going? I'm gonna rewind the fuck out of this. After I get the Chaos Emerald, I'm gonna try to do it legit though, but like... How in the hell are you supposed to know all of this? Do we jump on that? Is that safe? Okay. Oh god. Whoa! Yo! Do we still have the Chaos Emerald now, or... I have no way to check that, so... Does anyone know if you keep the Chaos Emerald when you die? I think you don't, actually. I think you might not. You know what? I'm not gonna risk that. We're just gonna... You should? That's also the end of the level. Oh, okay. So I guess I just don't have to pick this side now? Okay, now this is stupid. It's stupid, and I don't do that. I can't see shit. This zone was clearly not adjusted for Game Gear. So might be on that one. Okay. I thought I could walk in there. I thought I could stand on that? Like, that just looks like it's the actual edge of the platform. That's BS. It might actually be easier to take the emerald part. Yeah, evidently. You know what? Fuck all this. Fuck all of this. Actually, I could have just died at that point then. Whatever. In for a penny. In for death. Fucking better still have that Chaos Emerald. Okay, we go left. Okay. That's, you can maybe not do that. Probably could have just, like, skipped that bit, because I can't get the life now. Yeah, this level is a little, Jesus. Okay, yeah, you do keep the Chaos Emerald. That is good to know. Walk my ass! That is... I was on the ground. Thanks for that, by the way. Only barely dodged that. Okay, and it just start in the wall. Oh, cool. Oh, now you break out the special occasion. No, that's okay. You saw Mario did an airship level and felt like they needed one too. I feel like there's definitely potential here. Like, the idea of the level is cool, but like, goddamn, I don't know if it's just a screen crunch, but it is just stupid. And once again, no rings, so thanks for that one. Like, just have some rings! What is this nonsense? What am I supposed to do? Oh. Oh, just... Okay. Alright. I did that out of habit, but I have some continues left, so I don't really need to, probably, but... Alright, I see we are in for some stupid egg garbage. I'm gonna headcanon that is the name of this machine, is egg garbage. Okay. What workout do you have to do to get the Robotnik physique? I don't know! I don't know how you can be that round and yet that fit. We can name all the bosses this way. The first one will just be like egg, and then just like an M dash because it gets cut off because it's already dead. Is this just do I just have to guess? Like, there's no way I'm gonna know where he's gonna put the fire, and I don't see any, like, good timing. I guess I can just spam the fuck out of him like this, though. I think that works. I'm slowly starting to figure this out. Man, if only you could just, like, fast roll into him, that would be so cool. Okay, that is bullshit! Come on! I mean, I guess if you wait, then you can make sure that it's somewhere else, but I also don't want to have to jump over it in case, like, I bounce back into it. So, it kind of feels like I'd be screwed no matter what. I don't know. Seems like the pattern's the same every time, though, so maybe you can abuse that. There we go. Okay, so if you just remember the pattern, you can get through it. I really thought it was going to be random, but... Okay, now what does he do? He's just standing there dancing, and then he teleports, and I'm going to go after him. Weirdly silent. He just fucking drops in. Fuck you, Eggman. He's just... Where did he come from? Honestly, I also was thinking about the Mega Man thing, and I was like, alright, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna make the joke, but Sonic just fucking murked Eggman. Yeah, okay. I think this is pretty good. I think a lot of the difficulty just lies in, like, shit that you have to learn how to do. And because the game is really heavy on just like, okay, you're gonna want to farm lives to deal with that, it's gonna be kind of hard to do it, I think. And come to think of it, like, probably when I was a kid, like, you know, I don't know about Sonic 1, because I didn't play that one that much, but, like, in Sonic 2, it was definitely like, okay, you're gonna need to have enough lives and continues to deal with shit like Chemical Plant Zone when you're a kid. So... Maybe the difficulty isn't actually that out of line, and it's just that I'm not used to this game. By the way, here's another, little prototype nod, because originally, like, in the concept, Sonic was in a band. He was in a band with Vector the Crocodile and a bunch of other characters that I don't think ever come back. You can't say bitch in a club title. Come on! You gotta call him like you see him, and I'm a bitch! No, wait, I'm a cat, though, so I guess I wouldn't be. What is the name for a female cat? Deep lore for Sonic Underground? Oh god. It's like sound producer Misato Nakamura, but he didn't write most of the tracks for this game. Okay, there we go. Rearranging and original music. There he is! The man! Sega! Actually, if you want to get real deep in the Sonic iceberg, there is one game where those characters do appear, and that's Sega Sonic Brothers, not to be confused with Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which was an arcade game that's like a puzzle, like a falling puzzle block game, and it didn't make it through location testing. But it's clearly like, you know, it's got the Sonic band, you gotta save them in single player, and I think there's 3 differently colored Sonics, and it's clearly where you got the idea for Mighty and Ray, because it's blue, yellow, and red. Not the last time they'd have that color scheme, but like... Excuse me. Just stick with Princess. That works for me. Maybe it could be the bitch princess. Not the bitch queen, though, because... Fucking Xenoblade 3. Noth beat Xenoblade 3, and I am just not a big fan of its story. Like, yeah, what it's getting at. The message is great. Fuck capitalism. Great message. I don't really like the way it's executed very much, so... That's a whole other thing. Man, it's only 8:30. What do I do now? I didn't really have another game prepared for today. Like, I planned this whole week out. I didn't really think about backup games. I probably should have done it specifically for today, because this would be... Give me a moment here. I might actually have something I can go to quickly. I'm just gonna need a second here to set something up. So... there. Oh, where's the cable? This in. Yeah, this was gonna be for tomorrow, but I think we can just do it now, because it's not like a, oh, am I gonna have enough time thing. So I might actually just free up tomorrow to do whatever else. I'll just have to come up with something. And then cry, because there's not going to be enough space on my spreadsheet for all of this. Where's the thing? Oh, right. Hold on. I forgot something.